Hello, and welcome back to another snippet of the Conscious Collective. I'm Emily, and I'm here with Lucy and the Council of Light. And they would love just to speak more about the ascension journey. So, on that note, I'll pass it over to Lucy.
Yes, lovely. So they're here with us today and they have lots of messages for the collective. We've passed on a few already. So this is just really tapping into them this time and allowing them to flow through directly with whatever messages they want to bring through for the collective at this time. And they've already opened up by saying they want to talk on the ascension path itself. So I'm going to open up a little bit differently this time and just allow them to flow through and see what messages they have to support us on this ascension journey. So I'll just open up to them now. Tsukolai, beloved ones, we are here with messages to support you at this time. There is so much change going on in the collective. So navigating this change can be difficult. And so many of you struggle with the changes that are happening at this time. There are so many in a very short space of time. And what we wish to say is for you to not rush this process, that it takes time and that you must allow yourself time to integrate each stage of your ascension journey. That knowledge itself is not the goal here, embodiment is. So, what we are saying to your collective here, beloved ones, is that they must focus less on the thirst for more information and more on embodying what they have already learned and mastered so far on a mental level and embodying it into their lives. So, less study, we would say, more living life and living life in enjoyment with the lessons that you have learnt along the way. This is how your soul will ascend. Knowledge will not ascend your soul. Acknowledgement and embodiment of your lessons will. So, this is our key message for you to take away from now. And we know that you will be asking how. And they're saying, I bet Emily will be asking how. And this is a good question because embodiment is through lived experience, through changing one's habits, changing one's mindset. Making changes in your lives is so important. It's once you have made a change, is how your soul has learnt its lesson. So it is the change that you make that creates the change in your soul's progression. So you can know something, but if it is not carried out and done, then you're not learning your lesson and you're not evolving yourself. So we hope that makes sense. So if you are aware of a lesson, you have mentally downloaded a lesson, it is then for you to change your life around you to embody that lesson and make that change in order for your soul to progress. So we urge you to sit and journal what is coming up for you in your life and what lessons are coming up for you to learn. And from the knowledge of everything that you've learned, from the podcasts you've watched, from the books you've read, from that, how can you apply what you have learned to what is coming up for you in your life? Whatever is coming up for you in your life is your next level of ascension. And this is real life problems, they're saying. This is real life issues. So, whatever is coming up for you in your life, that is where the lesson is. Don't look for it in a book, look for it in your life. This is where it's glaringly obvious in front of you always what it is that your next lesson is. So this is what we call embodiment. This is how you ascend through lived experience. This is what you came for as a human being. You came here to be human, to have human experiences And from those experiences, you learn lessons. And many of you forget that this is the way it is, and this is the way it is always meant to be. So this is what we encourage you to do, is look at your life, look at the areas of your life where you feel you're not happy, something isn't right, something doesn't feel good. And it sounds basic and obvious, but it is the truth. And you know, and I'm sure you can feel that truth. You look at that and you sit with, how can I make some changes? How can I learn from the lessons that I know I've picked up along the way? We are in an age of a lot of information. So the lessons are all around you. The way is all around you. The way to change is all around you. You will already know and have a lot of awareness, but it's the application of that awareness and being brave enough to make the changes that you know you need to make in your life. This is how your soul progresses. This is the fundamentals and the basics of the life experience, the human experience, that the mystery schools have taught about from ages gone by, that we are now rediscovering going through this mystery school experience. But what we really need to remember is to apply it in the life. This isn't all theory, this is practice. So we wish to encourage you as a collective to apply what you are learning to your day-to-day lives. And this is how your soul will continue on its path upwards and expanding outwards, by going in and embodying the change that you are feeling drawn to make, the changes that you are feeling intuitively led to make, rather than following what other people have done before. So this is the new age that you are all moving through. And so we are wishing for you to make a lot of change. And this is because this is what your soul came to do. So we hope we are making sense in that way.
Absolutely. And is this how the human will evolve if it chooses to?
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is your soul's evolution. It has to
Thank
be
you.
done in your day-to-day life, though. And they're saying that that's not what we're doing. That's not what people are doing. People are just going, reading, learning, and then forgetting that they've got to, we have got to do it in our day-to-day, everyday life. How we approach things has to change.
So it's a lot of reframing things, isn't it? Seeing why is it happening for me rather than to me,
And
and our reactions.
there's so much support. They're saying there's so much support around how to think differently. So the knowledge is all there. The knowledge is all out there, and people see things on Instagram, they see things all around them and hear things from other people. But it's almost that there's a disassociation between that and what you're doing with your day-to-day life. You know, people might see things and read things, but then they're just carrying on the same way in their day-to-day lives. So it's that meeting of the two is being missed in the collective, and we are encouraging you to make the changes, is what we're saying.
Thank you so much, Lucy, for bringing that through. And thank you for the Council of Light for bringing that through and answering my questions as well.
We are so grateful to be coming through in this way, and we wish to share many more, much more advice and guidance. We have a lot more to share. We are working very closely with the Conscious Collective now, and wish to do more. So we will speak to you again. For now, we are complete. Beloved, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Joyful blessings, everyone. Thank you all.
Thanks, Emily.
Thank
Bye,
you,
darling.
Lucy. Thank you, Council.
Bye.